Game 4 of the Blazers-Nuggets series was the definition of a must-win game for Portland. Going down 3-1, with Game 5 being in Denver, would have put Portland in a massive hole. With their backs to the wall, the Blazers dominated with a 20-point victory against the Nuggets. Dame had an awful shooting night, finishing just 1 of 10 from the field, but his teammates stepped up big time leading to the win. Let's look at what the Blazers did to secure the victory in dominating fashion. But before we continue, if you like content like this, please like the video and subscribe, as it would very much be appreciated. Now let's get started. One of the biggest storylines of this series has been the battle between Nikola Jokic and Nurkic. The two European centers were once teammates, but the Nuggets chose Joker over Nurkic when they traded Nurk to the Blazers back in 2017. Nurkic has put up solid numbers in the series, but Joker is easily dominating the matchup, averaging 36 points per game in games 1 through 3. In game 4, it was Nurkic who was getting the better of the Joker on both ends of the floor. Here, Joker looks to post up Nurkic, goes into a turnaround fadeaway, but Nurkic gets a hand up and it misses just short. Here, Joker gets the ball in the post, shoots another contested shot over Nurk, and misses front iron again. Here, Joker gets the ball at the top of the key, shoots a contested 3 over Nurk, and it misses strong. Here, Joker posts up Nurkic again, pivots, gets a solid look, but misses, gets another good look at it, but just can't knock it down. While Nurkic did do a good job of getting a hand up on these shots, Joker makes a living off of hitting contested jumpers. I think part of the reason for the Serbian struggles in Game 4 was fatigue. With no Jamal Murray, the Joker has to really carry the Nuggets offense, and in this game, he had tired legs. Perhaps another reason for his fatigue was that Nurkic also went at Jokic on defense. One of the best ways to contain the other team's best player is to tire them out by making them work defensively. In this game, we saw the Blazers run more offense through Nurkic. Here, Nurkic posts up Joker, backs him down. It gives him a taste of his own medicine with this nice drop step. Again, Nurkic is going to go right at Jokic in the post, backs him down, gets great positioning, and makes this jump hook right over him. The Blazers also made sure to attack Nikola Jokic in the pick and roll. Here, Dame and Nurk go into a pick and roll in the middle of the court. Dame finds the rolling Nurkic, and there's nothing Jokic can do to stop this layup. Again, Dame and Nurkic pick and roll. Dame finds Nurkic, and Joker has to foul him in order to stop Nurkic from making in this layup. I don't expect Nurkic to outplay the Joker like this the rest of the series, but he needs to produce like this on both ends of the court for the Blazers to win. An interesting adjustment I noticed from Terry Stotz is that he didn't play Cantor the entire game. This makes sense as Cantor has gotten absolutely abused by Joker in the series, and he's instead opted to go with Ronda Hollis-Jefferson. This game, Terry Stotz matched Nurkic minutes with Jokic as they both played 27 minutes in Game 4. If Terry Stotz cares about his job, he should continue to do this for the rest of the series. He's the only one on the Blazers that can play solid defense on the Joker. If Joker has anyone else on him, he will score effortlessly. Next, let's take a look at the Blazers' defense on Michael Porter Jr. In Game 4, he had just 3 points and 1 made basket. Norman Powell played excellent defense on Porter Jr. He may have a 6-inch height disadvantage, but his pressure defense bothered Porter Jr. all night. Here, the Nuggets are going to try to use a screen to free MPJ up, but Norman Powell fights through it, stays with him, then MPJ loses the rock, and Norman Powell is out on the other end and scores on the fast break. Here's Dame's turn to press Porter Jr. Notice how he's right on his chest, not allowing Porter Jr. to have any space. Porter tries to cross him, but Dame strips the ball, and the Blazers are out on the fast break. Again, notice how MPJ chases Michael Porter Jr. around the screen, contains the drive, and he can't get a shot off, so he ends up passing it out. The Nuggets offense is designed to get Porter Jr. open with pin downs and screens. Norman Powell did an excellent job fighting hard through screens and getting in MPJ's chest. With no Jamal Murray, the Blazers need MPJ to produce, and when he has nights like this, when he barely scores, the Nuggets will have a hard time winning. While Powell was locking up MPJ on defense, he was the Blazers' best player on offense, finishing with a game-high 29 points on a super efficient 11 of 15 shooting. He got his damage done all over the court, scoring at the basket, getting into his mid-range pull-up out of the pick and roll, and knocking down catch-and-shoot three-pointers. This is the reason the Blazers gave up Gary Trent Jr. for Norman Powell. If he continues to dominate like this on both ends of the court for the Blazers, this bodes well for them going forward. And the Blazers' backcourt was also amazing. It was CJ McCollum's shot making and playmaking that really helped the Blazers to create serious separation in the third quarter. Dame in particular didn't have a good shooting night, only shooting just 1 of 10 from the field, but he still had an all-star impact with the way he was able to consistently set his teammates up for easy baskets, as he finished with a game-high 10 assists. So there you have it. With the Blazers' main players going off, while Nikola Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. were limited, it's no wonder why this was a blowout. Without Jamal Murray, the Nuggets desperately need both MPJ and Jokic to have big performances to win playoff games. Game 5 is crucial, as the team that wins Game 5 when the series is tied 2-2 go on to win the series about 80% of the time. With how even this series looks, it wouldn't be a shock to no one if it goes to 7 games, and it'll be very fun to watch the rest of this series unfold. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like the video and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.